Welcome to Cuckoo for Who, a Doctor Who podcast. Season 10, Episode 2, Smile.
In this episode, the Doctor takes Bill to a city on a distant planet, apparently without colonists. Cute droids hold the answer.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah. I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And...
Rob Southgate.
I really loved this.
Should I say poo emoji Southgate? Should I be that?
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah. Well, okay, so first of all, I love this premise. When I first read the premise that they would communicate through emoji, I thought, this is kind of dumb.
Cool.
It was fantastic.
Doctor Who doesn't do dumb.
No,
yeah.
I know that.
I think I liked the last episode better.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought this was really fun.
This one was fluffy.
Yeah.
It was a little fluffier. Well, wait.
In a lot of ways.
Yes, the beginning part was
fluffier than the last episode.
definitely fluffier, but the end was not at all.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we find out these are the last remaining humans.
Mm-hmm.
If he doesn't fix this problem, the human race is wiped out in one fell swoop.
Yes.
And you know what?
That's heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think those robots really wanted to kill them. Then why did they preserve the first person that died?
Well, they didn't preserve her.
She was up on a showcase.
Like a shroud.
But the robots didn't do that. The people did.
Oh.
It was the people did that because she was the first of them to die there. And then it said that the same day she died, the others were experiencing grief. And that's when these robots didn't know how to comprehend that. And they started wiping everybody out. Mm. So the robots didn't do that. And her being dead, they have no use for her at this point. They're not going to, take her down to bone because she doesn't have any emotion. That's why her emoji had the X for the mouth and just the two wide eyes.
Yeah, because she didn't have anything.
Right. She had nothing, no emotion to work with. I thought that whole beginning was cool. Forgetting the part with Bill and the Doctor, but the part when they got to the planet and you saw the fields.
Yeah.
And they were talking about harvesting the wheat and everything. I was like, what is going on here? It was really...
And those pollinators were cool, the little robots.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved when it turned out that the little robots were the walls.
Yes.
The whole thing was made out of
cool.
interlocking little robots. That was really cool, too.
Legos.
Yeah.
They were Legos, yes. Or those balls, those metal balls?
Yes.
The magnetic little metal balls. Kind of reminded me of that. The other thing it reminded
Those
me
aren't
of...
interlocking. Those are just touching.
Oh, true. They're not Legos.
Legos are interlocking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking about the ships from Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember when the Nova ships all connect at the end? Okay. Moving ahead.
Remember that.
So, in the beginning, couple of favorite things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the interaction of Bill on the TARDIS, and he was like, "This isn't your first time. Why are you acting like?"
Yeah, but this is the first real time.
Yeah.
She's like, "What? Oh, there's an issue here." It's like, "What?" He was freaked out. She not super freaked out, but still like, "Wait, what?
Yeah.
What's the issue with my ship?" And she said, "The chairs aren't."
There's
the
a
controls.
mistake.
Yeah. The chairs are so far away.
Oh.
And then she's like, "Do you have, stretch arms?"
Yeah.
But you're like Mr. Fantastic.
I love when she asked where the steering wheel was, and he said, "You don't steer the TARDIS, you negotiate with her." I absolutely loved that.
Well,
and if that isn't a testament to our marriage.
Oh, true.
You don't steer this TARDIS over here. You negotiate with her.
Yeah, although I guess I do negotiate with terrorists.
Exactly. Depends. You do. And that's what he was indicating. It's like you negotiate.
But it makes so much sense because so often he ends up not where he intended to go, or things are different. And like the way this ended, they end where they end up.
Crazy.
You're like, where are we?
He said, "We're in London." On the Thames.
What time? When did things change? What's going on? The TARDIS put them there.
Yes.
Yeah, and I love when he said the line, he said, there's a fine line between where we're always in the middle. We're always on this fine line between where we want to go and where we need to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he said, and then in between is
where you end up.
Is the world, or so is like everything or something, he said.
Well, in between is where we are.
The fact that Bill is the voice of the audience
I
was
really
still
like that.
saying the things, and it's not like jokey.
It's not forced.
And
it's
not
hilarious
annoying either. It's just
she's
her
right.
like, wait,
why is there a chair here? Why this is too far from this? I mean, like, those are the things that we end up talking about.
Yeah.
I
never noticed there were chairs.
I love that she's obsessed with it being a police box too.
Yeah.
She just keeps asking.
I don't understand why. I don't know why you chose this. And he just keeps going and just kind of walks away.
He's like, well, it's broken. And she's like, you couldn't fix it? Like,
yeah, he just keeps going, and he just walks away. He just keeps dropping it.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't get it.
And she's like, I know why, because you're a policeman. He's like, I'm not a policeman.
Yeah. It's just driving him nuts.
She's in a police box.
She's just pushing his buttons.
It's great.
And I love when she said, you're an awesome tutor.
Yeah.
When they were like running through the thing, and she's like, "You're an awesome tutor."
Yeah, like I mean, who else gets those kinds of adventures?
Yeah.
I thought there was a lot of. I mean, even though you guys thought it was a little lighter, I thought there were some pretty big science fiction ideas going on here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, there were.
There's the basic stuff at the beginning, and that was kind of fun, and it was light with the robots. They were cute and everything, but then when you get into like, as soon as they were going to blow it up, from that point forward, you had all that morality play stuff going on. You had him almost destroying everything.
Went, oh no, this is the last of the human race.
And
then they found the kid.
Yeah, and when all the...
And then they saw the pods.
When all the lights from the pods went on. Now, that was interesting, too. You saw tons of pods, right? We only saw, like, 10 people wake up. So... at the end, it made it look like there's only a couple of humans. But no, there's a whole huge colony of people.
It's like that movie with Matt Damon.
No.
Or whoever. Who
Passengers.
Woke up too soon.
With Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay. It's like that movie with Chris Pratt.
It is.
It totally is.
I thought it was
where he
Matt
woke
Damon.
Up too early and then he woke her up.
Yes.
Spoiler. Because he was lonely.
Yes.
And it reminded me of that.
Yeah.
Or X-Files when Scully was trapped in the thing with the thing in her mouth, and you saw the whole way down were all these pods where there were humans filled in this fluid with the things in their mouths.
Yep.
This wasn't so much like that, but it reminded me.
It reminds you of that. No, it totally does.
I agree with you on the passengers thing.
I agree
Except
with you
for
on
Matt
both of them.
Damon.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. It was Matt Damon.
Maybe it should have been.
No, Chris Pratt was great in that.
I like Chris Pratt. I'm just saying, my memory wants it to be Matt Damon. So
okay, you're
why
thinking
argue?
Elysium, probably.
Why argue with the memory?
Sure.
It was Katniss and Andy.
I love Katniss.
This is 2 episodes in a row with a Matt Damon reference. How you like them apples, Marth?
Was I the one who made them both times?
Nope.
No.
You have to make it 3 times.
I loved the robot guys.
Yes.
I loved the interaction with the little symbol that had to go on their back.
Yep.
And he kept saying, I can't look at it. How come we can't look at it?
That was cool, how they kept flipping it.
I just thought that was fantastic.
And then when it went on their back, and they're like, well, it's not so that you can see your emotion.
Right.
It's so that others can read it.
He's like, why do you want other people reading your emotions?
And I did like that the things, they did classic Doctor Who here, where you're watching these things and you're thinking, oh, they're being aggressive. They're trying to kill. Mm-hmm. When really they were doing exactly what they thought was the correct program.
Yeah.
As soon as you're not happy, we have to eliminate what's not happy.
Because otherwise other people will become not happy.
Right.
It felt aggressive.
Well, yeah, but once he rebooted them, which was amazing, they turned him off and turned him off.
That's hilarious. Very IT crowd, yeah.
Yeah. You saw that it wasn't.
They should have called Moe's and Moss. I'm sorry,
Moe's.
Moe's is the cousin on Office. They should have had like a cameo of Roy and Moss And
then be like, what do you want?
Peter Capaldi calls them and they say, have you turned it off and turned it back on again?
Either that or he should have said after it happened, like, of course, didn't you ever see the IT crowd?
Right.
Just say something like that.
Yeah, but or he should have called him and said, like, all right, I have the machine, I don't know what to do with it. And they should have gone, nope, not saying it today.
Not saying it today.
Either that or Bill should have said it, because Bill would be like, oh, I get this. But regardless, it was, I think that was a really clever
And when she asks him, why are you Scottish?
Oh, I was just about to say that.
Because I'm
so
crabby.
Funny.
Oh, and his emoticon guy had the crabby eyebrows.
Yes.
The angry eyebrows.
Like, everyone else had the same, except his had crabby eyebrows.
What everybody was like, you kept seeing the smiles, and then it would come to him, and it was always like thinking.
But the big eyebrows.
Yes.
Every time.
But I love when he would get the idea, boom, light bulb. And that happened multiple times. That was really, really fun.
I liked how it was the light bulb a lot as well.
Yes. So I really enjoyed it. I thought that it didn't move this season's story forward a lot, but that's okay. We don't need it to.
And it didn't move me.
It was kind of a monster of the week.
Yeah,
story.
that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
It was fluffier.
Yeah. But I thought it was a really cool story.
I certainly wasn't disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
It just was different.
It was one of these that's going to stick with me, especially like those robots. When this first aired and I saw the robots, I wasn't as into it. I was kind of like, they kind of reminded me of the robot in Restaurant at the End of the Universe, like the design. So I was like, okay, they're kind of going for that. And they put the emoticon on its face and, whatever. But then as soon as they started interacting with them, as soon as they explained that it was, well, this is how they communicate, is through emoticon, I was so into them.
Well,
I love those little guys.
Everyone right now, it's like we put emoticons on everything, and it's like, well,
emoticons are kind of an extension. I mean,
what do you think it's going to be like in the future?
There was also Egyptian stuff going on here, and there's a lot of talk that emoticons are actually an extension of like hieroglyphs. Like we communicate through picture.
Yeah.
Just
like GIFs and memes and all of that.
Right. We react to picture. And emoticon, by putting a smiley face at the end of something, it makes us realize exactly what emotion is coming through there. And that's what they did with like hieroglyphs and that.
My cousin, she said, because she was working in Thailand, and she said to communicate with the other teachers that she was teaching with, she would send them like stickers and Facebook Messenger.
Oh, with like
emojis
emoticons and that?
stuff.
Because they didn't speak the same language.
Yeah.
Interesting. So this was a really cool concept, and it could have been lame, but it's Doctor Who, and it wasn't.
They made it awesome.
Yeah.
There was one thing that I didn't like about the monsters.
Okay.
Not the monster. The robots' designs.
Yeah.
How they had the smiley face, and then their eyes were little smiley faces. I thought that just looked really weird.
Well, they were trying to show the level of emoticon.
Happiness.
So, like, you saw when, like, they'd have the smile, and then if they weren't as truly happy, the eye shape shifted.
And then when they were really happy, everything would become smiley.
Everything.
And then they had
face.
the skulls and bacon face.
Skulls and bacon.
Remember when you said, they want ice cubes and bacon?
Well, the ice cubes were later.
Yeah, their eyes went like ice cubes. But when it was serious, it was skulls.
Skulls and bacon.
Yeah. So I don't know. This was a big win for me. I don't know about you guys. I mean, I always feel like, I could watch these anytime. This is one I want to watch again.
Yeah.
I really dug what was going on here, and it triggered those things. For me, it is that morality play every time. Whenever ethics or morality is the central theme, it gets me. And this one really played with that.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Who plays with it a lot, which is why I like the show so much.
Yeah.
But this one, when you think about last people, what these sentient creatures are designed for and what they've grown into, how he almost screwed it up royally. Like, there were so many things that I really enjoyed in there.
Yeah, and it also showed that the Doctor isn't perfect.
Yes.
Because he made a mistake.
Yes.
He doesn't always know. He was like, halfway through, it was going. He was
more than halfway. He had the wrench in there and everything.
Yeah, the giant wrench.
Yeah,
that
the giant
wrench was, like, as
and he had
big as
switched
his
all the
head.
things, and it was like,
And it was like
when he realized
crazy,
it,
and he went, "Oh no!" and he turned it all off.
He had to quickly switch it, and the thing was the meter was all the way at the red. It's like, was that like 2 seconds away from like
you killing the entire human race?
Yeah, what's left of the human race?
Yeah,
you'd have Bill. And they had the 2 hearts thing. That was
and
cool.
she was
she was
kept
like,
questioning.
And she
But why are
discovered
there
he has
2? And
2 hearts
they
now.
had, because she had been given 1 cube of Jello, and he had been given 2 cubes.
And,
Right.
Oh my gosh!
And she's
she
like,
said,
are they going to be food sexist here too
Well,
Yeah.
in the
and
future?
she made a reference that was really interesting about the cube, where she said, "Oh, it makes sense that we're on this other planet, that they're going to eat this algae."
yeah, and she
And-
said, she's like, "Well, it's good at least that they're eating the algae and stuff now." That
Well,
he's like,
that-
"I haven't seen livestock." She's like,
That's
fine.
a real thing. There's a company making, there's the movie Soylent Green. Well, there's a company that makes a product now called Soylent, and they are using algae and things to make this horrible tasting stuff, but it is a protein that they say, hey, at some point, this might be what we eat. And
"That sounds terrifying."
it doesn't look like blue Jell-O, but, well, it's not anything in our lifetime, hopefully, but it's the kind of thing that eventually the human race could
It's
go to this.
Soylent Green.
Well, do you know what
No,
Soylent?
Soylent
Soylent
Green.
Green is people.
Yeah, well, that's in the movie. Spoiler. Soylent Green is people, but there is a company that does
I see
Soylent.
dead people.
There in the Soylent, the actual one, it is a soy and algae based protein that you can eat and get all the nutrients and everything.
Well,
you need.
algae's really good. I mean,
It doesn't
like people
taste
have
good.
We were
eat
watching
kelp,
MasterChef
and we
Junior,
take.
and they were eating algae.
Yeah, this doesn't
They
taste
made like an
good,
algae
but
thing.
it is a very effective food. And in space travel, that one would make a lot of sense. You could grow algae in most environments and have that food.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't think anyone's cooking with that on Hell's Kitchen, though. So
Or any
Yeah,
of
I
those
would think
shows.
Hell's Kitchen in space.
I think they probably are
Ooh.
the ones who do more of the gastronomic.
And then he'd say, like, he'd take 2 buns and he'd put them on the side of your head. They look like Princess Leia. And he'd go, "What are you?" And they'd go, "An idiot Princess Leia."
Wait.
And they'd go, "Yes."
What's it called when they work with it with like where they do the chemistry?
Gastronomic.
It
Or
was right.
Gastronomic.
Gastronomy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Dad does that.
Oh, shot to Dad.
Boom.
So, is there anything else you wanted to highlight in this episode? Anything that
No.
stood out to you?
I don't
Or-
think so. I loved it.
I loved it too.
I had fun with it. I didn't love it like I loved the last one.
Last one was
I
outstanding.
like the ones that are real fun and scary and
Yes.
deep and make me have feels. This one was more fluffy
one-
for me.
I get
Yeah.
that. This one
Not that I'm
was,
complaining, but I just
for me,
my favorite
triggering
is-
another thing.
Yeah.
And it was doing the thing that I love the most in a science fiction story.
Mhm.
So
And for me, the one
it's the same thing that works for me with the reason I like Westerns.
Right.
When Western does that, where it plays with that ethical thing, that's why it's a base story. Shogun stories, same kind of thing. Love it.
I was so happy that the first episode was one that really got me in there.
Yeah, it
like
hooked
just
you.
Yeah.
dug in and just
Good
was
and
like
scary
and just fun and so Doctor Who.
Yep.
And this one, then I'm like, oh, all right, whatever. Yeah, this one's a fluffy
But
monster
they're
of the
go-
week. Yeah.
And then
Yep.
you know, then you know they're going to get back to it.
Yeah.
Because with Dr. Mysterio, I did not love that.
Which one's that?
That was that was
Christmas-
kind of the weakest of the newer ones for me
Christmas
too.
special last year. I
Okay.
did not really, I thought it was kind of fun, but this was so much better
Yeah.
than it.
Yeah,
But I was just like, oh, okay, so now this is what we're going to get.
Mhm.
yeah.
Now, and then I was like, okay, it's kind of fun. I'll keep watching because it's Doctor Who and it's awesome. But,
Yeah, but this is right back
but
into it.
yeah.
Mhm.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
wrap it up, and we will be back with the next one very soon. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Facebook, wherever else we have accounts. Just look up Cuckoo forwho, FORWHO, or cuckoo, the number 4 who, and you'll find us. And like us on iTunes, like us on Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean, TuneIn Radio. We're on all of them. Give us good ratings, give us reviews. It really, really helps and it keeps us going. And I'll put all this stuff in the show notes. So if you missed what I said, just tap on the show notes and you can follow the links. And we even have a link to t-shirts in there too. So there's another way you can support the show. I think that's it. Are you guys done?
Yeah,
any final thoughts? Nothing?
I think it was very fun.
All right. Well, I'm doing the very smiley emoji right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Molly, I turn it to you.
All right. Until next time.
Alonze.